been sitting on promises from God and wondering, is he going to pull this off? Or maybe you've been wondering, okay, I'm working so hard, but not seeing a whole lot of fruit from it. I want to just talk about this for a moment, just from my own assignment, my own story. My name is Kirsten Larson, and I'm a wholeness transformation coach. And I really am stepping into doing some of these videos to share some things on the other side of what I've learned, really running a business for 20 years, doing ministry for 20 years. When I first started doing a business, it was purely for the sake of being able to do ministry on the side. I just wanted to be able to pay my bills and then have the time to do ministry. So I was living just at the bare minimum. I didn't have a lot of bills outside of college, and I just did what I could. I launched a simple business and just said, I'm going to just kind of get away with what I can. I didn't think through it very much. I was pretty young, and so I didn't have a lot of thought. And you know what? As things do, bills started stacking up. I had more bills than I knew what to do with. And it wasn't even that complicated, single, young, in my 20s, but I had student loans and rent and other things along the way. And so what began to happen was this deep inner conflict. God, I want to serve you. I want to do ministry. I love doing this stuff. And yet I had to work. I had to pay the bills. And I had this deep space in me that said, I am designed for a blend of both, that of business and ministry. And so I did a little bit of everything all throughout that journey, all along asking God, what are we meant to do? This doesn't quite seems like it fits the design. If we have this deep calling, and I work with a lot of people, I've done a lot of trauma work, and I've done a lot of inner healing and mindset work for many years, because that's been my passion and my heart. And in that, I often see those two deeply connected of, okay, I've got this pain point, and I got this calling. But at the end of the day, I need funds for my life. And so you've probably heard this, but it's really, really, really important, is vision. You've got to know what you're ultimately hoping for, what you're ultimately feel like God has put in your heart for you to do and be.